What's up guys, my name is Marcel, welcome to my YouTube channel, One Dapper Street, and welcome to today's video. Today I want to share with you how I think about creating a casual, essential winter wardrobe. For that, I'll be talking about different categories, from outerwear all the way to footwear, and then within those categories I'll be laying out a few different options that you guys have, so you can make sure that you can create the winter wardrobe that suits your style. I'm gonna try and keep it pretty brief as like a little overview because there's gonna be more videos in the future going a little bit more into detail of the different categories. But let's get started. And the first category is winter jackets. Shorter jacket that needs to keep you warm. I've got a few different options for you here. For one, a shearling jacket. That's if you live somewhere really cold and you need it to be warm. It's definitely a bit pricier. There's some faux shearling options, but they tend to not be quite as warm. But that's winter jacket number one. It can also be a parka like this down parka from Uniqlo in a nice olive color. Or lastly, what I think a lot of you guys have, but it's also kind of trending this season, is a puffer jacket. This one is a nice medium brown with some black detailing from H&M. So all three of these are excellent winter jacket choices. Depending on what fits your style and also your color preferences, you could opt for any black version of these if you really like black, or if it's a bit more casual, this might be a thing. If it's a bit more on the preppy, classy side, I feel like a shearling jacket's a bit more that vibe, then you can opt for that. But there's many different options in that. This video is very conceptual, so just think of the first category. The first thing you'll need is a proper winter jacket. Second up, we've got coats. These are significantly longer and have a bit more of a classy aesthetic. Once again, depending on where you live and how cold your winters get, you might want to opt for a wool overcoat. This is definitely the warmer option of the three coats that I have in my left hand right now. This is a nice, great color from H&M, single-breasted, straightforward, nice and slim fit, and fairly affordable at $150. Then the next one is a car coat. So the difference here is just that the buttons go all the way straight up. Still a single-breasted option. This is from Zara, a nice pattern, but it's significantly lighter. So if you live somewhere where you get really cold winters, this is not necessarily something that would work as an essential for your wardrobe, unless you have a few other things that are gonna keep you warm underneath. Same thing goes for the third option that I have. This is a trench coat. This is from H&M, yet again in a nice navy color, double-breasted. There's a bunch of different coat options that you guys can go for, from a duffel coat to, I guess I covered a good bit already, but you could also be wearing a duffel coat. I think a coat is just nice to have in your wardrobe as well, to add a little bit versatility, to make sure that you have something in your wardrobe that covers a large part of your body as it gets colder. And also stylistically, like I said, it's just a bit more classy than the winter jackets that we looked at in the first category. Next up, ultralight down jackets. Both of these are from Uniqlo. They make for an incredible mid-layer, especially if your style preference is something like a trench coat or a car coat that's usually a bit thinner in the fabric. These are a great way to make them truly winter appropriate. On my right hand, I have this nice cream colored hooded version. On the left, a gray regular jacket. Both of them are incredible. I've had Uniqlo's ultralight down jackets for the past 2-3 winters, and they come in incredibly handy as mid layers to really keep you warm, regardless of whether you want to throw these on as a top layer or underneath a denim jacket or underneath a car coat like I just mentioned. These will keep you warm. And there's a bunch of different colors. I'm not even gonna mention any other brand when it comes to ultralight down jackets. Uniqlo absolutely kills it. Next up, we've got something fairly trendy, and that's the shirt jacket. You guys know that this channel isn't necessarily about following the latest fashion trends. This is more so like a style movement, but this is not something that's gonna be not stylish in a year. It just happens to be the fact that everywhere you go now, every store, you're gonna find a shirt jacket. Like this first one right here from Outer Known, a beautiful, what they call blanket shirt. And then we have a second option here from H&M, which is a bit more muted in its colorway. There's a bunch of different options when it comes to shirt jackets. I actually am going to upload a video on shirt jackets in a couple of weeks. So if you're not subbed to the channel yet and you want to find out more about different options, where to get them, what makes them special, and how to style them, that's what I'm hoping to cover in that video. Make sure you subscribe and don't miss out on that. Like I said, these are only two options of the many that are out there. They make for an amazing top layer for the milder days. If you're looking for a true winter outfit, these need to be a mid layer. They can add some warmth, but you still need something like the winter jacket to truly keep you warm. The next category is sweaters, and that's going to be another dedicated video because we have a lot of ground to cover there. Right now I'm wearing a quarter zip, and I mentioned before on this channel, I used to not love wearing them, but right now they're popping up. There's just so much to learn about knits that I want to just dedicate a whole video to. The one I'm wearing right now is from Everlane, but you can have your pick whether you like a turtleneck. This one is from H&M. This one right here is from Club Monaco in a nice boucle fabric. a bit on the caramel side, then a bit more muted brown. If turtlenecks don't do it for you, you can opt for what I'm wearing right now, a nice quarter zip. This one is from H&M. Like I said, the one I'm wearing is from Everlane. The one in my left hand is from Uniqlo's collaboration with JW Anderson in a beautiful wool green fabric. So there's many options in this realm as well. And of course the classic Crewneck Sweater, which is the easiest, simplest way to include a sweater in your wardrobe. This light blue one is yet again from Club Monaco, another boucle sweater. On my left we have from Uniqlo a cotton cashmere sweater that's a bit thinner. So within sweaters, depending on your style, there's many different routes that you can go. If you feel like this is up your alley, there's a lot of options. If you feel like you love turtlenecks, that's great too. If you don't want any high neck at all, go for a sweater. That really depends on you and your style. But like I said, I feel like I need to keep throwing it in. This is a conceptual approach. So if you start piecing this all together, we have a winter jacket, a coat, a mid layer, which is a down jacket, a mid layer, which is a shirt jacket. And now we're moving in even further to your sweaters. And while we're on that, we also have to talk about sweatshirts. The main difference between sweaters and sweatshirts is the fabric and the way it's created. Sweatshirts are woven, whereas sweaters are knit. So these are generally just a bit tighter. The fabrics has significantly less give. And a very simple option is a hoodie. I think a hoodie just belongs in a fall wardrobe, whether or not you're just chilling at home or you actually are wearing it out and going for a little bit more of a relaxed vibe. This underneath a car coat, trench coat, puffer jacket, it works just so easily. And keep in mind that when you create this wardrobe, this conceptual approach, it's all about versatility. So pretty much any of the things that I'm holding up should be working with any of the other pieces that I mentioned. So as you choose the pieces that work best for you, please keep that in mind, not only in terms of style, but also in terms of color. A fleece is also a sweatshirt. It's also a woven fabric, and this quarter zip is from Uniqlo. Absolutely love that. I wanted to include fleece because I feel like I don't usually love fleece, and it's getting a lot of love in a lot of stores right now. So I wanted to kind of ease into it. Wanted to see if you guys actually wanted a video about like a few of the dopest fleece pieces out there and a little bit more background on what fleece is, because I feel like it's becoming a bit more stylish, if that makes any sense. And then lastly, of course, a crewneck sweater is another option for you to go. This one is from Outerknown in a nice yellow color. It's from a towel fabric, which is really nice and cozy. Obviously, there's like thousands of sweaters and hoodies, sweatshirts and hoodies for you guys to choose from. So that is category that almost wraps up the upper body. One second. We have one more, and that's a shirt. For me, this winter, it's either gonna be a flannel shirt or it's gonna be a denim shirt. So on my left, I'm holding from Asket a really dope denim shirt. On the right side, we have from Uniqlo a brown flannel, and from Lululemon a yellow and navy flannel. Oh my god, so many flannels out there, and it really depends on what you guys like. I feel like some flannels I love, some flannels I literally cannot stand. It depends on the colors and the pattern. In terms of a denim shirt, I like for it to be a bit more structured. I don't love the Western style too much right now. I want it to have a bit of a cleaner look. But if you combine all these pieces on the top half, I think you really have a solid foundation for a winter wardrobe. Of course, you're gonna have some t-shirts, some long sleeve tees, maybe some Henleys, but I think in terms of really creating the style that works for you, this is what you want to focus on. And as you do that, one more time, please make sure that the pieces work together. So don't go buying like black outerwear and then just brown and a little bit of like blue. That actually kind of works. It really depends. Just like think about what the color story is so the pieces are going to work together seamlessly. That also goes for bottoms. And in terms of bottoms, you're always going to need a pair of jeans, I think, especially in the winter. The tight denim fabric that is denim is an incredible fabric for the fall winter. It's going to keep the wind out. Might be a little bit cold, but we'll talk about the absolute base layer in just a little bit. So for me right here, I have from Asket a nice medium blue pair of jeans. Black jeans, skinny, slim, wide, it really depends on what you guys like, but I think denim should be part of that essential wardrobe. So should a chino. This one right here is from Paige, and then we have a corduroy option from Target's Goodfellow brand in a dark green color. This is where you can have fun. I think if you have a simple black jean and a blue jean, then you can have a little bit of fun with the color or with the texture. It's entirely up to you, but I think these are the options that are gonna be a little bit more dressy, a little bit more put together than the denim. If you create this casual wardrobe, have a little bit of flexibility to go a bit more casual or a bit more dressed up, because casual is that nice between range of like preppy and not streetwear, but like too casual. I don't even know what the word is for that, but I hope you guys get it. All right, for the next two categories, we have cold winter accessories, and I'm not gonna go into too much detail because I think you guys know what beanie suits you, what scarf suits you. If you guys want a video on like my favorite gloves, scarves, and beanies. I'm happy to make one, but I think for the purpose of this video, you know that you need that for your winter wardrobe. And then the next category is heat tech, and every winter video I've ever shot, heat tech is an essential part. Uniqlo has developed this technology that not only keeps you warm, but regulates your body temperature so you're not overheating as well. So heat tech as a base for any and all your winter looks, if it's really cold outside, is amazing. You've got the regular heat tech, you've got the extra, like the warm heat tech, and then the extra warm heat tech. I think that's the 3 layers. So depending on where you are, you definitely can find heat tech that works for you, from long johns to long sleeve undershirts. No need to show these off. I think a lot of you are familiar with them by now. If you're not, please give it a try. And then with that, we're moving on to the last 2 categories, and that is footwear. One category is boots, and the other one is sneakers. As with everything else, it depends on where you are and what your style is. A simple pair of white sneakers, even throughout the winter, can definitely work. If you want something that's inherently a bit more of a winter fall aesthetic, we have from Ankari Floors, my own brand, these nice debossed suede sneakers, which basically looks like corduroy in a dark brown. So if you're going for a darker earth colored sneaker, that could be a great way to integrate that into your winter wardrobe. You could also go for something a bit more chunky, and I say a bit more because the very chunky is very fashion, and I think this is more so like the New Balance vibe that we've had for a few decades now. That's always going to be in style. So if you like chunky sneakers generally, these would be from Ankari Floors as well. We have some white, some beige, and then a little Bordeaux heel tab on there. And last but not least, you could also opt for sneaker boots. These are from Converse, the crafted boot. You guys have loved them. Literally so many of you bought them after I posted them most recently in a video. So if you like sneakers and you want still that like boot feel that is really seasonally appropriate, these are an amazing way to go. In terms of boots, if you want to keep it a bit more on the classy casual side, a pair of Chelsea boots or split toe boots that are nice and slim are an excellent choice. Both of these are from my own brand, but there's many different options at many different price levels, once again depending on what you love. Or if you want to go a bit chunkier, you can opt for Doc Martens, which are kind of like a work combat boot, or our combat boots from Ankari Floors. Again, this is really just to bring home the point of the concept. I think you need a pair of boots and a pair of sneakers to go with any and all of the looks you can create with the pieces we first talked about. I hope this video made sense to you. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Let me know if you have any questions, because I feel like these conceptual videos, this is not the first time I've done one of these. I hope they help you at least understand how I like to think about building a wardrobe, whether that's like a true wardrobe or if I'm traveling somewhere. I like to bring certain pieces that I know are going to work together and that are going to give me a lot of options, so I don't have to worry about matching different things. I know, like, okay, I need a jacket, I'm going to wear this, I'm going to wear a hoodie and these pants, and pretty much without having to think about it, I know it's going to work. So let me know what you guys thought of this video. Thank you very much for watching, and like I said, there's going to be a lot more fall winter content coming really soon, so if you're not subbed, please do. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Thoughts, comments, questions down below, and I'll see you guys very soon with the next one. Until then, as always, stay dapper. Bye, y'all.